Hey y'all, it's your girl Stephanie's Wrestling Color Podcast right here on YouTube. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Pinterest and Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and thumbs up the video. And turn on notifications if you're interested in keeping up with me. If you follow me on Instagram, then whenever I post, I usually post the thumbnail, and then you know to come on over and hear what I gotta say. I appreciate everybody that's sticking around. Any new subscribers, welcome, and let's dive in. So, before we do dive in, make sure you get into all of the content that I've posted. I want to get this stuff out because I got a project coming up, so I want to feed you before I have to go step over here for a bit. So don't say I ain't nothing over there. Oh, it's over 230 plus videos. Get into it. So what we talking about? We talking about perception is everything. So, Elimination Chamber is tomorrow. So that means, today. Sorry. So today is Saturday. Elimination Chamber is tomorrow. Friday was SmackDown. The show just chugged along. Nothing spectacular. But when it was time for Sami Zayn to come out, because it was in Montreal, his hometown in Canada, he got a 5-minute standing ovation. 5 minutes. Ole, ole, ole. Sammy, Sammy, Sammy. Ole, 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 ole. Sammy, Sammy, Sammy. He even cried. He stood up there and shed tears. Very emotional, very beautiful to see. They play his own music. It was a very good time for the homegrown boy. Come back and show everybody, look guys, look what I'm doing. Now, what am I here? Perception is everything. There's something that got missed. 2 things that I didn't like. Sammy got with Paul, grabbed Paul by the neck, said, "I'm gonna whoop your boy's ass." I like that. But then Sammy went and had to have a pep rally with Cody Rhodes. I didn't like that. Seemed to have canceled out the "I'm gonna whoop your boy" to where now I'm second guessing myself. I don't know if I could beat this guy. And now we know that you probably won't beat Roman because it's not optimal to the story. But the thing is, I don't think after Elimination Chamber, Sami should be taken out of the conversation for a WrestleMania showing. And I'm just going to be honest about it. This is the thing that I think is very important that WWE and everyone really understand and pay attention to is the youth. There are kids in the audience who aren't stupid, who are hearing certain things that are being said, and it's really blowing out a lot of lights on wishes that kids may have or aspirations. Essentially, if you want to be a wrestler, there's a certain way you have to look. Daniel Bryan showed us at WWE that when the audience is behind you and they want something, they are going to force the hand of the establishment to get it. And that is a society standard too. When we need something in society, we have to force the hand of the establishment to get it. They usually punish us for it, but we get what we need to get. Some of you call it complaining, others call it progress. Very bizarre. Daniel Bryan is not the quintessential muscle-bound meathead that the WWE projects. It's a little bit different when it comes to the ladies because remember, for a long time the ladies were nothing but red meat for horny men to fill in until the other guys came back and gave us quote-unquote real wrestling. So Sami Zayn was on Ariel Helwani, and he made, the question was asked, why can't he be champion? What's the big deal? Because people want him to be champion. They deserve it. He did a good job. The whole bloodline storyline is dominating. I would even say it should be up for consideration for an Emmy for writing. It should be. It's very, very good. So this is what was going on, and then we're gonna come back. Let me turn it up.
Like the stuff that that the champ has to do. Can you be that guy?
If I'm being honest, I don't know about I could win the world title. I could carry it for a while. I could go do talk shows. I could do all that stuff. I don't know if I'm the guy that you could necessarily hitch your wagon to for the next 5-10 years and like face of the company for the next 5-10 years, just if nothing else, because I'm somewhat realistic about my physical, like I'm not as big as say Roman or Cena or Brock or whoever, and that's typically the guy who's at the head of that scene because they want a certain projection, I think, for the long haul. Correct.
Because they want a projection for the long haul. Brock Lesnar, when Brock Lesnar first came on the scene, he was always a big ass dude, but he's not good on the mic, and that's why they put him with Paul Heyman, big muscle bound man. Then we have somebody like Batista, very very good looking, not that great on the mic in his beginning when he won the championship, but they didn't have a problem giving him the belt because he's a big giant ass man, and Batista could take that belt where a white champ couldn't. He's Mexican, so Latinos, we love to see it. That's why Eddie Guerrero was so popular. Eddie Guerrero, world champion. Eddie Guerrero is nothing but was like 5'6". No, about 5. Let me say that differently. He probably was 5'10" at best, but he had the vibrato, the look, the talk. He just didn't have the height. Roman Reigns is I seen him live. That's a magnificent built man, long flowing hair, got his teeth fixed, Hollywood smile. Nothing was wrong with his teeth, he straightened them, but he's like operating at a very good level right now. Being a heel isn't hard to be an asshole, and Roman Reigns' character is extremely abusive. And it's not hard to be abusive because you just do shit you ain't supposed to do to people. Sami Zayn saying, I could be the champ. And his perception of the champ is you go on talk shows, you walk around with the belt, you do what you need to do, His perception of champ is I could be a mouthpiece, but I don't have the look. And that is where WWE has essentially told everyone, and society tells everyone every fucking day, that if you don't look a certain way, you will have a more difficult time getting to success. And that is a theory that has been solidified and proven time and time again. And this is where Sami Zayn is operating from. And this is where a majority of people who are saying Sami Zayn can't be no WWE champion, he can't beat Roman Reigns, why would they let Sami Zayn? Look at him. Look at him. So what? Y'all celebrate Albert Einstein. Look at him. There are no muscle-bound, good-looking people that move history. There's average people who move history. Sami Zayn's average. Why can't he have a championship and run with it? What's the fuck is the difference between him and Cody Rhodes? Why is Cody Rhodes able to beat Roman but not Sami Zayn? Why is Cody Rhodes able to beat Roman but not Jay fucking Uso, who the goddamn story is literally centered around from the beginning to the end? It was always Jay. Even if he is a tag team partner, y'all have WWE has given the belt to tag teams. They have tag teams holding the tag team belt and the goddamn main titles. So why is it different now all of a sudden? For story purposes. If we're going by the story, Sami Zayn is the guy to slay the beast. If we're going by the story, that is actual continuity. But since we're going by Cody Rhodes is the guy, and we got to get Cody Rhodes where he needs to be, we got to get everybody on board by doing all this moving of the chess pieces on the board, confusing motherfuckers to get them, to get their minds conditioned that this is not the guy. This is the guy over here. Cody Rhodes is the guy. I got a problem with that. And the message that's being sent is not a good one. Especially if you some little kid with some thick ass glasses and you knock-kneed and pigeon-toed and you got a bird chest and a lot of pimples, but WWE and wrestling is your life. You feel motivated. You go, I'm going to exercise. I see these big guys. One day I could be a champion. Come to find out, no you can't. because you're only 5'6", and you look average. We need above average talent, which is fine, but above average looks. That's where the ladies go get their tits done. That's where the ladies go get plastic surgery, get their face pulled, and all this other bullshit. Everyone isn't just conventionally, just outrageously beautiful. Everybody got flaws. And that's something that WWE clearly likes to hide. You think Roman Reigns don't fart and shit and fall over? He ain't perfect. I could agree with Cody. He's a man. But that's not what is being shown. He is built up to be a god. And that's what's on his shirt. So no one can beat that man, not even an average person. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to somehow get on board with Cody. They're both the same fucking size. I don't understand. WWE pushes the underdog all the fucking time. Now y'all saying, well, I mean, yeah, he's good and everything, but he ain't that fucking good. None of y'all are that fucking good. We'll give you a shot or whatever, but it's like, that's not what we want. We write the show. Triple H ain't no good looking fucker, and he would have at the top of the card for years with his big nose. That ain't good looking. Like, I don't understand. Who makes these rules? Society? What? Good example, Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan got that belt because everybody got behind Liv Morgan. She was young. She had, she worked really hard. Not taking that from her because they took the Riot Squad from her and left her floating out there. But she young. She homegrown WWE talent. But when she got that belt, Liv Morgan ain't fit that mold, but they gave her the belt anyway. So she ain't good on the mic. She decent in the ring. She's a pretty woman. She ain't tall and muscular like China or like fucking Charlotte. And they keep a belt on Charlotte. And Charlotte look like she fucking ain't got no water under her skin. She's so fucking tight. She look like Cher. That's not a good representation. She's walking plastic surgery on display. Them big fake titties. In order to get ahead in WWE, you had to get fake titties. Liv Morgan, it didn't work out for her because perception is everything. She just did not look good in that belt. That's what y'all basically said. And not to mention, she fucked up with the tap out and, I tapped out because I didn't think the ref saw, and it just was a whole mess, and it was just ridiculous. And then you got somebody like Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is literally the whole package. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Now, I did say I would like her to be, see her do her heel work, because I did enjoy her heel work in NXT. But Bianca's the whole package. Bianca could talk. Bianca got style. She makes her own clothes. She's a smart woman. She black. The black gals, we're going to go up for her. She got a good-looking husband. Personality for days. Represents her culture, ethnicity as African American, the way I love to see it, completely on display. She the whole package. Whole package. Who gonna beat Bianca Belair? She on the same boat as Roman Reigns. Same damn boat. Y'all, I'm tired of her. I'm tired. She keep winning. Same boat. Perception's everything. Perception's everything. So who could be? Carmella won. Carmella also got big fake titties because, she ain't all that great of a wrestler. They gave her the belt for a couple months, took that shit off of her. Naomi, she won. She actually didn't even get to do her second reign. Naomi got the look. Dark skinned, pretty girl. Pretty woman. We went up for Naomi, and y'all ran her down. Sasha Banks, another one. Ambiguous as hell. So she could fit in any square. Kind of like The Rock. When you biracial, we could put you with the blacks mostly, and we could slide you over to the white folks, because when Sasha Banks was in NXT, she was essentially operating as a white gal. But we ain't going to talk about that. But the look, you gotta give hope. So a little black girl look at Bianca Belair, they like, oh, that's what I got to do. That's how I got to do it. Look at Jade Cargill. Little black girl look at Jade Cargill. Oh, okay, that's what I got to do. That's how I got to look to get to where I need to get. Essentially what I'm saying is, what is being projected needs to be careful. Y'all got to be careful when you are pushing a dream to these kids and to people who want to come to WWE. Keep it 100. If you don't look a certain way, you're not going to get ahead. And society has pushed this. It's called pretty privilege, and it's a real fucking thing. It's called Poltronomics. And the thought is, if someone is easy on the eyes, the enjoyment we derive from looking at them colors our perceptions of their attributes. And I'm not taking nothing from Roman Reigns and nothing from nobody, but the fact that Sami Zayn is just as good, if not better, in the ring, hits all the buttons, but can't be the top guy because of the way he fucking looks, says a lot. I've even heard people say, when they look at kids, for example, I'm gonna wrap this up. Oh, she's beautiful. She can be a model. Oh my God, he's so handsome. He should be, I don't know, a football player. Look how big and strong he is. And then you get to that one kid, it's like, oh, you know what? She should stay in her books and focus on the education because they're ugly. Kylie Jenner perceived herself as ugly and did not get into a boom until she went and got her lips injected and big, and now she got some other enhancements. Now she's a billionaire. This is what we've come to. It's always been that way. And WWE needs to be careful of pushing that. And I don't like it. I don't see this between Sami and Cody. I don't. And I don't see why Sami Zayn couldn't hold that belt and run with it. That's literally the fucking story. Stories have twists and turns. Sami twisted and turned his way into the story. He could beat Roman, and Jay could beat Roman. And yeah, they can hold the belt for a couple months, and then you can do what the fuck you want to do. Tell a story and wrap it up properly. No, I don't think it's Cody Rhodes is not the guy. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. No, Cody Rhodes is not the goddamn guy. And pretty privilege is bullshit. I'm going to leave it right there, y'all. Tell me what you think. Hit me in the comments. Later.